Hey everybody, it's Margaret and welcome to Monday. It is time for the sales update. Thanks so much for coming over. Those of you who are here live, if you're watching this later, welcome. My name is Margaret, Texas Gal Treasures, and I'm a stay-at-home mom. I do lots of videos about reselling, making money online, merch by Amazon, and lots of other things, unboxings and lots of jewelry stuff lately. So if you're new, welcome, hit subscribe, and we'll see you around. And those of you who are here live, let me say hi over in the chat. Hey, Going on Grumpy and Grand Bargain Finder. Hello, Julie, Thrifty Paper Garden. And hello, Lorraine and Maggie. Hello. Thanks so much for coming over. Hi, Coonsy Coons. Hello. All right, so today I'm bringing you my eBay and Etsy sales, and also my merch sales so far for the month, just to kind of get that out there. And then I also had a bit of a return. I actually called eBay this morning. I know this is not part of the sales update, but I'm getting, I had to do a return today, and it was a pretty sizable one. So I just wanted to throw that out there and let you know that it happens, but I'm okay with it. It was actually a very strange situation. Somebody bought, okay, I'd listed these cufflinks. Let me reach over and grab them. I listed these cufflinks, and then I listed another pair as well. So there were two pairs. And they sold like within the next week. I took best offers on them. These ones I had listed for over $100, 150, I think. And I took best offers on both because I, was been pretty slow on my listings and stuff. So I took, they bought both pairs. Okay, took the offers on them. Then about a week or so after they got them, they opened a return on the other pair of cufflinks sets. And then they closed it. They, within a couple days, I was like waiting for them to print the label, like, okay, it's fine. No big deal. And then they closed it out, didn't send it back. I guess they changed their mind. And then about a week later, or so, I get positive feedback for these ones on my eBay. So I got a positive feedback. And then like a few days ago, I get this open return request for these cufflinks. And then the reason that they were returning them was just scathing. It was just like, she said they were new and they're terrible and they're obviously worn and scuffed and blah, 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 blah. Horribly scathing, which is whatever, So I'll send them back. I'll refund you. No big deal, right? I never contacted them. I never said, hey, what's the deal? You already gave me positive feedback on these cufflinks about how wonderful they are and how excellent they are, blah, 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 right? So, I feel like it's probably buyer's remorse, but maybe some people feel like they have to say something negative about the item. First of all, it wasn't even listed as new. It was listed as pre-owned and whatever. So, but because I don't get too many returns, I couldn't remember about the new way the defects are, So I was like, oh my gosh, because it used to be like you'd get these defects for items not as described, and I don't think it's like that anymore, but I couldn't remember exactly, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna call eBay. So I called up eBay this morning and said, look, I'm going to refund them because they came back. They're perfect. There's not a scratch on them. I don't know what they're saying, but it didn't matter. Maybe they wore them. Maybe they were done with them. It didn't matter. Whatever. So I was like, I just want to make sure that I'm not getting some kind of defect because I couldn't remember, and I should know, but I really don't have to deal with it very often. So they said, no. You won't get a defect if you just refund them. It's no big deal. Okay, so that was fine. I was just like even talking to the eBay rep about like, look at this. They said like how wonderful this was, and now they're saying like blah 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 how horrible they are. Anyway, long story short, took the refund. Sent them the refund. It was $100, but it's fine because I had them listed for more than that, and I just gave them a best. They asked for best. Sent me a best offer that I'd accept it. So I'll just relist them and take a higher offer on them, I'm sure. So just, food for thought if you're out there that take returns. It's cool. And the thing was, I listed them. They sold within a week. So I have a feeling like I'll just relist them and they won't be up for very long, I'm guessing. That's my guess. Okay, so I was actually just talking to Jason about that the other day. All right, so let me go back in the chat. Now that I'm done with my story, I can actually start talking to you about my sales. But that's, you got to take into account your returns because that's $100. That's okay. See you later. All right. Oh, wow. The chat went far. All right. Good sales going on. Hello, Kim and Jason from the UK. Hi, Christine and Double Diamonds. Hello, hello. Oh, good. Julie got her Etsy store open. I'm going to put that link down in the description box after the video. So if you are interested in opening an Etsy store, you can get 40 free listings. And if you open an Etsy store, I get 40 free listings. So it's a really great way to try out Etsy without, it doesn't cost you a dime. There's no like setting it up store fees or anything like that. You know, it's awesome. So hello, Tammy and Joseph. Hi from Utah. Hey, what you selling? Hey, Kristen's Curiosities. Oh, hello, Dallas, Lorraine. Wow, lots of folks in here. Hi, everybody. Songbirds Emporium, Kelly. Hey, Darren, Smart Reselling. And Joni, hello. Hello, Robin. Okay, am I missing anyone? Kathy, CP Crafts. Wow, lots of people in here. Hello from Clear Lake. Oh, you're close to me. Hello, Michelle. And Catherine and Indie Chick and Stacy. Okay, and hey, oh gosh, Nina, I thought I was at the bottom. Hi, Dr. Hazel Lowenstein, how are you? Okay, and Clear Lake, if you haven't, check us over on Facebook. I have a group called Gulf Coast Resellers, which is in, Louisiana, Texas area resellers. We've had a few meetups, and we actually have one scheduled for March. So go over there, and I was talking to everybody in the group, like, how would you feel about having like a listing meeting, like let's go to a restaurant or let's go someplace where you can get some coffee, sit and like list. This is the thing, this is what I'm thinking, like we'll go there and we'll keep each other on track, or we'll sit there and we'll talk and we really won't list anything. One or the other. I don't know. But I was just like, wouldn't that be nice? Just go to like some place that has like a room that we could hang out, bring our laptops, list, or I don't know, whatever. Yeah, it's just a good way to network. So if you're in the area, Gulf Coast Resellers on Facebook. Yeah. Okay. Kinsey says, I'm afraid to open a store. There's nothing to be afraid of. What you selling says, I accept all returns. I had a return and asked them to please send a photo. Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow, are you going to put in the info? Which info? What, Kathy? Hey, Purple Lily. If you're watching this later, I really am going to do my sales. Just wait, it's coming. I like to go live because I like to talk to my friends and say hi to everybody. Okay. Stacy says, quick question. Sold my first pair of eyeglasses with a case. How do you ship yours? I have these boxes. They're 6x4x4 boxes that I order. I get the ones from eBay when they send the coupon to get the shipping supplies. 6x4x4. And then I order some also. I guess I got them from Amazon, but those are perfect size. So yeah, here, let me show you the size. I got a pair right here. Here it is, like that. Yeah, that's going out today. Okay, that's how I ship mine. Margaret, are you going to put the Etsy link in the info? Yes, I will. As soon as I'm done, I'll go get the Etsy link and I'll put it down there. Jeff says, I accept returns, but I whine about it for an hour. That's exactly what I just did, right? I'll whine to you some more later about it. Hey, Maureen. Okay. Nina says, a listing party. Love the idea. Live in Florida. Otherwise, I'd be there for sure. Good, good. And let's see. Okay, feel better, Krista. Do I ever meet up on the north side? Actually, we did. The last meetup we did was over off of, you know where Epic, I don't know, you guys that are watching later won't know. Do you know where the Epic resale used to be over 1960 and 45, I think? That was where the last one was. So next one's on this side of town. That was an hour drive for me. Yes, you can drive an hour and still be in Houston. So, okay, here we go. I really am going to do my sales now. How much for an Etsy store? It's free. There's no like on eBay where there's different store levels and you pay so much, for the year or the month or whatever. There's no store fees like that on Etsy. You just pay for the listings. It's 20 cents a listing, and then the listing lasts for 4 months. That's it. It's really good. That's why I love Etsy. And then when you sell something, the fee is only 3.5%. So it's really, or 3.25%. It's really low. So you end up getting more of your money. So that's why when I say you get 40 free listings when you sign up to create a store with the link. So that's like 40 times 20 cents that you don't have to pay. So it's totally free. Hey, Jester's General Finds. Okay, I'm going to really do this now. I'm sure I miss some people saying hi, but if I don't start showing you what's sold, people are really going to fuss later. All right, so I'm good. I have not listed a thing. Let's just say this, put this right out there. I haven't been listing. If you follow along, I've been really working on cleaning up and organizing and getting everything restarted. So I haven't listed anything at all. So I'm super grateful for any sales that I have, but I wanted to show this is what happens when you don't list. Okay, so here we go. Let me do a screenshot. I'll do my Etsy sales first, and then we'll come back and talk, and then we'll do my eBay sales. Oh, and I'm going to talk about my merch stuff too so far for the month. Okay. I'm looking in the chat again. I can't help it. All right, so this sold, I think this sold this morning or last night. So this is a vintage white trucking hat, Acme Truck Line. I'm telling you guys, weird stuff sells. So this is a hat, yeah, just Acme Truck Line hat, Corpus Christi, Texas. And it sold for $24.99. So I bought this for $1.99. So after shipping and fees, my net profit was $23.29. So that's on Etsy, you guys. So think about it. $24.99 is what it sold for. My profit's $23.29. So that's really good. Okay. Let's see. Jeff says, not listing hating sales is a myth. Okay. Not listing hurting sales is a myth? Man, I don't know. I don't know what he's saying. Robin Ward, I've had an Etsy for years, but I can't seem to get things listed. Is there, in Grand Bargain Finder, is there an expiration on the Etsy link sign up? Not that I know of. Yeah, not that I know of. Yeah, look at the hats. Okay, so here we go. Next up on Etsy is this hinged bangle that sold. And I've had this up for a while, but I thought it was so awesome. I was waiting for the right price. I got a bunch of bangles in a lot a long time ago. And so I probably paid about $1 or $1.30 for this. It sold for $24.99. So after shipping and fees, this is on Etsy, listen to my profit, $22.25. So my fees were so low on Etsy. You know, you get to keep a lot more of your profits there. Okie dokie. Next, I went, or rather, I did an auction, a local auction, and so I got some coins. I thought I would just try them out, you know. So I paid, let's see, once I averaged all the different coins in the lot out, I paid about $1, $1.50 a coin. And so this coin sold, this is a 1927 Palestine. We have Palestine, Texas, or Palestine. Okay, anyway, it sold for $12.99. So after shipping and fees, my net was $10.99. Okay, so those are my 3 sales. Stop. Those are my 3 sales on Etsy. So my net profit from Etsy, oh, I didn't do this. Hang on, let me copy this over because I like to compare. I'm going to tell you now eBay one, but I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, forget it. So it's like 20, 40, 50, about $55 on about $55 on Etsy. Okay, yeah, need to make an account. Utah Grandma says maybe they went to a wedding or something and thought they could get their money back. Oh yeah, probably for the cufflinks and stuff. Yeah, that's probably what happened. But you know, whatever. It came back in better than they described position. So let's see. Julie says, weird item, a vintage perm for a day kit I bought for $1.50, sold for $50. Perm for a day? That's called a curling iron, right? Okay. Oh yeah, Israeli. It has Hebrew on it. Okay, good. So here we go. I am going to now share my eBay sales with you. Let me get my screen share going again. Hey, 73 viewers, hit that thumbs up button. Because if I can't make more sales, at least I can get thumbs ups. Let me close out. These are my Etsy sales. Okay, so I showed you these ones last week but the buyer hadn't paid yet. So they paid. So again, this was something that I listed really early on. If I had it to do over again, I would have not put them in a lot. I would have definitely broken them apart. And also you can take a look at my title. I never went back to edit this to make a better title. So this is, you know, I would not do it this way again. So these were all in my grandmother's collection. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know I'm slowly, very slowly going through my grandmother's stuff, all of her collections and things. So yeah, this was something that was in her collection. I took a best offer of $200 on these. One, I've had them for so long, and $200 I haven't been listing. You know, it's cool. It was cool. So after shipping and fees and everything, my net profit on these Yadro Angels was $171.91. So pretty good, pretty good. Let's see, Dr. Hazel Lowenstein, what do you hit to do a search on your spreadsheet? I can show you my spreadsheet. Hang on. I have a spreadsheet that I keep up with, and I've done a video about how I do it, and I know some people it's like, what? I don't see why you do it that way, but it's why I do it. So here's my spreadsheet. I have a Google Doc. That's all I do. And I drop in the name of the item and here it is. Hang on. Oh, get off of there. Why are you on there? Okay. So like here's this. So this is how much I bought it for, 0. And then what it sold for. This is the shipping that the person paid. They paid $15.55, and then this is the shipping actual. So it actually cost me more to ship it than I charged them. It's like $6 more. But I was like, you know what? I would rather be safe and make sure, And then I use a eBay sales calculator and a different Etsy sales calculator, and then I plug in all my numbers, and then it gives me my profit. Blah blah blah. Okay, so that's what I do for my spreadsheet. Hopefully that's the question. Hopefully I asked to answer the question that you were asking and not just some other random thing. Okay, and Mary Lou says, is there a way to see past sales on Etsy like you can on solds on eBay? There is if you're looking at a particular store. Like if you're looking at my store and you scroll down to where it shows sales, and you can click on, sales, and it shows my past sales. And then if you use Flipper tools, you can copy and paste the URL to find out what it sold for. And this is why when I research items, I do a Google search and then look at the images to see what, similars of things like that. Because a lot of times it pulls up the Etsy items that have sold, because Etsy items that have sold don't go away after a certain amount of time, just like eBay's do, they go away. What is it, like 3 months or something? So with Etsy, those ones are there for forever. Mine are there from when I first started. So those will pull up, and then you can go and drop the URL, and hopefully this makes sense. If not, I'm sure I'm almost positive I've done a video on it. Okay. Yeah, so that's how you do that. How do you increase feedback from buyers? Well, I know when I started sending thank you cards in my packages, my feedback started going up. So I never ask. It's like, don't poke the bear, right? Don't poke the bear. Okay, let me get back to sales, since that's why we're here, right? Okay, here we go. All right, so that was a really good sale, the Yadro Angels, which I may be saying wrong. And then again, I took another best offer because I could. So these Rose Lane Pottery, California Pottery cranes sold. And if you remember, I got the pair of them, both of them, for $25 at a garage sale. And I put them up at $125.99 because I couldn't find a pair. I mean, I found a pair like them, but a different color. So I threw a crazy price at it. And I knew it was a crazy price. But I was willing to do it because maybe somebody would pay it. Because if I hadn't seen one this color, I mean, this is a color they use. I had not seen this pair in this color. I'd seen the pink ones and whatever. So someone sent me an offer of $50, and I knew my sales hadn't been having a lot of sales. And I thought, you know what? I bought them for $25. I'm fine with selling them for $50. So I took the best offer of $50. And so my net there was $48 on those. Pretty good. So next up, this was another item. This was in my grandmother's as well. And if you'll notice, I did an auction. I was talking to Kate's Place Kate from Kate's Place DIY, and she does some auctions. And this is during the time when I'm really trying to clear out some of my inventory, my older inventory. I usually just list it and forget it, but I thought, let me try out a few auctions. So I sold a few things on auction. A couple of them you'll see here. A couple buyers haven't paid yet. It was not a huge success. It was, I think I maybe got 5 sales if they all end up paying, from the things that I put on auction. So, whatever. So yeah, this is a pink Fenton hobnail, milk glass, ruffle base, clear glass handle. And boy, I was nervous shipping this thing, but it got there and it's safe and sound. Woohoo! I put it in this part, I put the air pillows in here and in here to kind of buffer this area. And I made sure not to overpack it. Sometimes when you overpack things, that handle I was so nervous about that handle. Anyway, okay, let's move on. So I paid $0 for that because it belonged to my grandmother. $53 is what it sold for. And so my net was $47.87. Oh, hello in the I missed some people. Hi, Julie and Henry in the chat. Hi, Shelly. And again, it's apologies if I missed you in the chat and didn't get to say hey. All right, so that's sold. That was good. Next up, this is another one that sold on auction. And I started my auctions at the lowest price I was willing to take. I don't do the 99-cent auctions or whatever. And I had a bunch of other one of these that sold, and they all sold like last year. And so this was the one last one that was kind of hanging on. I was like, all right, let's get this plate moving. So it did. It sold. Let's see. Oh, where is it in my spreadsheet down here? Okay, so again, I paid $0 for this because this was, again, also in my grandmother's collection. She loved china. She loved glass. She loved breakable things. So after shipping and fees, is that right? My net was $3.31. That can't be right. I need to, oh, well, I'll have to double check that, but I don't think that's right. I ended up, it was a little bit more to ship than I thought, but anyway, I think I must have miscalculated. But I'm guessing my profits were about $5, which is not a lot, but that's okay. You can counter offer with a higher than they want also. I don't know if I can do that if it's an auction, right? I don't think so. Okay, and then here, this was another one I did on auction. I put a few of my plush on auction, and this is one of those Kohl's Cares Grinch. $9.99 is what he sold for. I was pretty happy with that. So I paid, oh, I got him at this local charity shop. Their plush is all 50 cents. So, so $9.99. So my net profit there was $7.52. And then I sold a necklace. And this came out of a jewelry jar. This is a Leah Sophia necklace. So again, I didn't average out this jewelry jar, so I'm guessing it was 50 cents or a quarter or something, depending on how much stuff was in the jar. And so this sold for $10.99. So my net profit there was $9.46. So that's that. Let me show you my spreadsheet. Large collection of vintage sheet music. Where should I try and sell it at? I don't know, maybe eBay or Etsy, depends. I've tried selling sheet music, so I haven't had a lot of luck with it, but maybe I didn't do it right, or maybe I didn't have the right artist. Hi Matthew, how's it going? Okay, I'm missing something. Okay, here we go. So let me show you my spreadsheet, and then we'll do my merch numbers so far this month. So here's my spreadsheet. I actually did really well, I think, for not having listed anything. So 3 sales on Etsy and 6 sales on eBay. Total amount spent was $6.04, and my total profit after fees and everything was $345.10. And my goal, since I consider myself a part-time reseller, which is, I don't know, anyway, is to make about $250 a month on eBay and Etsy, because I have other incomes coming in. I, a little bit from, get some from merch, and then a little bit from YouTube. And so I have a few other little bits of income coming in here and there, and then things I sell locally and all of this kind of stuff. And then I sell things to my people that watch my haul videos. A lot of times we do a transaction that way as well. So, there's all these little multiple things coming in. All right. So, hey, Malaya, let's take a look at my merch so far. So it's about halfway through the month, right? My kids are homesick today. I don't know if you can hear them, but they don't sound sick. Let's see. I'm looking for my spreadsheet. Here it is, merch spreadsheet. Okay, so I didn't finish plugging in yesterday's numbers, but I think that's right. So here's my February numbers. Last month, I sold 107 shirts for $633 in royalties. So far in February, I've had a couple really good days. The 7th and 8th. 7th, I sold 13 shirts. The 8th, I sold 11 shirts. So my total shirts sold $64, and my profit so far is $420. So I'm on target to do better than I did last month. But I hate to say that because, I'll go from these really good days of 11 sales, 13 sales, 8 sales, and then I'll have like 0 sales, 1 sale, 1 sale, 1 sale, 1 sale. You know what I mean? So yeah, it just varies depending. I just can't bank on it. You know what I mean? And then let's see I'm not going to show you the shirts that sold, but I want to show you the you know, on merch what it looks like. So you can see, you know, a lot of my shirts, you know, are not, okay, hang on. No, that's the wrong one. I'm trying to find the right. I have too many windows open. This is my problem. Here we go. So these are the different shirts that I've sold. So I don't have any shirt that's like hitting it out of the ballpark, you know? So I mean, like this, I'm not going to tell you what the shirt is. So I sold 5 of that shirt. So the one that sold the most so far this month has sold 7 shirts. And I think that it's sort of Valentine-y, but it's not exactly Valentine-y. But I think that's probably why that one has sold more than the others. Yeah, right, Jeff. Dream on. So yeah, this, I mean, so if you are selling on merch, it really, there are sellers that really go after the, you know, trending topics and go after these big sales. But once you get to a certain point, it really becomes a numbers game. You know, the more shirts you have up, the more chances you have for sales. So I make sure that I get, right now I can upload 2 shirts a day. I'm on the 500 tier and I can upload 2 shirts a day. So I make sure I upload those 2 shirts every single day. But yeah, we'll be talking more about merch on Wednesday. Okay, let's see. Henry said, can't hear the boys. Okay, good. Well, merchandise is a good avenue. Yes, merch. It says merch by Amazon. I know right now people aren't really getting in. So, okay, let's take a look in the chat. Would you be willing to share your spreadsheet formats with us somehow? Well, I don't have any formulas in there. I know there's a way to do it, and I'm sure people do it, but I just do it by hand. You know, I go to the eBay calculators and do it like that. Okay, was there anything else I was going to talk to you about? Or is that it? I think that might be it. So tomorrow, what's today? I don't even remember. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a Q&A video, I think. And then Wednesday we'll be talking about merch by Amazon some more. So stick around. If you haven't already, hit the like button and let me know that you were here. I appreciate it. And I will come back as soon as I close this out and put the Etsy 40 free listings link here and in the description box down below. So if you're interested in trying out Etsy, it's a nice way to do it without any cost to you. All right, so thanks so much, you guys, for coming over to check out my sales for the week, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.